And see what all the fuss was about. Glad I made it too. I'm pretty sure there's more death fog out there than actual air. Arx is barely... Looks like the big moment has finally arrived. I will do everything I can to support you, Godwoken. I will... Don't underestimate the power of true prayer. This is a place of incredible power, whereas... Consider it a taste of your divine future. The people will pray. Of course, it's up to you whether or not to listen. I know how I'd respond.
Melody wearily chuckles to herself, then bows her head in a...
Looks like my investment's paid off.
I need worship, only one divine. And I believe he stands before me now.
I've always preferred to be the one reaping the attention. But you've turned the tables.
Now go. Rivellon needs a new divine.
If I'm Godwoken. Dallas said you would come, old friend. You were always hard as diamonds, and your divine welcomes you.
The traitor himself, the divine you once selflessly served, the one you thought dead, lords over the chamber from a granite throne.
What a twist.
Lucian frowns at Friedemann, then bestows a benevolent smile upon you.
I underestimated you, Godwoken. You have proven to be a formidable foe. You have my respect.
Respect? Indeed.
Lucian's gaze rests upon you and goes through you.
Lucian, we should tell him the truth.
Yes, I agree.
Dallas nods, then reaches for the sides of her head. Where there was one face, suddenly a skull is revealed, bejeweled and ancient as the void.
I am eternal.
Aren't they just full of surprises?
Fear not, old friend. Dallas is on the side of all that is good.
I shall tell you the tale as I told it to Lucian. Long ago, the scholar Fane discovered that the veil between the world and the void was made of...
Of course.
Silence, slave. Our king forbade the Seven to reach for this power, but they didn't listen. Instead...
With the source they stole from the veil, the Seven created the races so they would have worshippers.
During their lives, worshippers collect souls. When they die, the gods feed from them.
Our souls are nothing but vats for the source-hungry gods.
The Seven made a mistake. By taking its source, they tore a hole.
The Seven's lust for power let in the void. Our goal is to close. When we are done, there shall be no more source in the world. Rivellon will be finally free from the gods that enslave.
My people cannot be allowed to return from the void. They are tarnished. They are
There is more, but she hesitates to share.
I was a child when the God King tore my family apart. I was purged of source and left to... It was hell. A hell I suffered for the sins of my father. He was the one that betrayed the god. The cruel joke of it all is that the same tomb that housed my tortured body, my father, the scholar Fane. But now I finally have revenge. Revenge on the Seven and the God King. Revenge for what they took from me. My life. My people.
The hammer's voice falters and her coolness vanishes. Every crack and rasp betrays her grief.
He never even looked for me. He never even looked for her.
Dallas, control yourself. Our purpose transcends.
Yes. You.
Dallas's reasons weren't mine to question. All that ever mattered to me was peace. Peace for Rivellon. Peace for me. Whatever the...
She sacrificed herself for the betterment of River. She didn't do it willingly, mind you. Curiosity led her to the tomb, and then I took her place. Face rippers are such marvels, aren't they? It didn't take long to realize that Lucian was the key to my vengeance, and I was the key.
While Dallas sought the Aetheran, I started draining the gods of their souls.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
One more word from you, and I shall use the leash.
I had to hide from the gods. So I had the walls of this crypt equipped with tenebrium. As divine, I was created, empowered, to stop the Void. I was the avatar of the Seven, their strength and their weakness. My bond to them allowed me to drain them of their source.
Maggot! I am no slave.
With a flick of her wrist, Dallis sends a jolt through Brachus's body.
Don't worry, he's well under control. He has made a fine servant. Isn't that right?
Dallis punctuates her statement with another wrist flip. Brachus shudders, but his lips remain curled in a self-satisfied grimace.
Yes, in a sense. When the death fog was unleashed, many elves died. With fewer elves to strengthen himself, he sent his Voidwoken. The remnants of my people.
The Voidwoken. Disgusting things. They ravaged the land they touched and infected. You see, blaming the sorcerers for Voidwoken made them easier to capture.
The Eterran now contains almost all of the source the Seven stole. Soon, we will be able to heal the Veil.
The Void shall be banished, and I, Lucian the Divine, shall return from the dead. A false divine, of course. I shall have no power, but the world will not.
The plan is almost complete.
We have made so many sacrifices, Ifan. All of us. Of ourselves.
Decide. Be the true hero and give up your source, or be forced to submit. Like a coward.
There is no other way. The source of the world is required to close. We only lack yours.
Then let us proceed. Show some responsibility. Surrender your source!
You'll be a hero. Everyone will know of the sacrifice.
Don't let them do this to us.
But our souls. There has to be another way.
No, never.
Good.
Yes, very good.
She raises what looks like a leash. A chuckle emerges from beneath Vredeman's hood. The chuckle becomes...
Oh, Dallas. Sweet, simple Dallas.
How? What? The leash is cut!
A bright observation from a bilious imbecile. You know you left the leashing wand next to me, you stupid maggot.
Kill him.
Do shut up, you tedious buffoon. And don't look so surprised. As if I would allow a bone bag to enslave me. Me! They thought themselves well in control. But there is only one master. Or did you really think I'd play slavishly along with your ridiculous... It was only about the power of divinity.
Kill him now.
Too late, you mouldering, blight-stained pigs. Grant me power, my ally. God King, I call on you! You would interrupt Brachus Rex. You would interrupt the source! My call. He sends a companion worthy of my power. Come to your father.